Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ and...
I think it's Clutch. Pretty sure it's Clutch.
It's Clutchy Poo. We are live, well, recorded for you guys at PAX. Turns out the internet is absolutely atrocious.
You would think during like a technology conference of sorts, the internet would work out a lot better, but here we are.
Yep. There's also Wi-Fi, but we can't find it. It's invisible. So we didn't even try.
Wi-Fi is usually invisible, just so you're aware.
Yeah, Wi-Fi's a little different. Anyway, regardless, today we're going to be talking about Farming Simulator 25. Not as much as you want us to, but still a little bit anyway. We've also got Giant Software behind the camera right now. We're going to bug them a little bit later on. What else we got?
There might be a new game coming out for from Giants in like, what, 4 days?
Yeah, and by might there is, and there's some blogs and stuff up for it.
We'll be talking about that.
Yeah! Also, we don't play the game. We have been playing the game today, but we're not going to be playing the game today here now.
While we're talking about playing the game, should we talk about bale stacking scores?
No.
Come on.
Yesterday, I was good. I was in second place yesterday, and today, I'm not.
All right. We'll take a look at scores later. I'll tell you about it. DJ's worse, just to put it that way. Anyways, so we've got Farm Sim 25, we've got Farm Sim Kids, we got some mods.
We got some mods as well. Case mods. Case mods are just running it right now. We got a Puma, well, two of them. Okay. We've got a Magnum, we've got a 715 quad track. There's another one that we can't talk about yet because the embargo has not up yet.
So that's like a secret squirrel stuff.
There's a South American map that's awesome.
All right.
Really
hey, man.
Good. I did a video on it. It's really good.
I'll have to check that out.
It's going to be good.
All right. Do we want to roll the intro?
Yeah. Do you want me to sing? And you want to do the dance?
I don't know if I'm much for dancing.
You did prepare the dance, didn't you?
You know what? I did not prepare the dance.
Oh.
Hey, Kermit, do you want to do the dance for us?
Is there a dance? There's a dance. Yeah. Oh, this one like that. I don't actually remember the intro. How to sing it anymore. Sim show.
Well, guys, the Farm Sim Show is brought to you by G-Portal today. Once again, you guys know that we know and love G-Portal here on the Farm Sim Show. We use it for all of our servers. You get 10% off right now if you go down in the description down below. 10% off your very own server. You're going to want your server if you're on console, if you're on PC. You get all your mods in there. Go play with whoever you want. Get all your buddies together. It's the absolute best way to play Farm Sim. Go check out the link down in the description. Get 10% off on your G-Portal server today. In fact, we have the G-Portal people here with us.
We do. So Dave from G-Portal's not here, but Ashley and Kayla from G-Portal are here. Maybe able to talk to them later on.
Maybe they're like literally right behind the camera looking at us right now.
So G-Portal, check the description, 10% off, get it now.
Yeah. So where do you want to start off with this? Should we move right on in?
We got to. So there is some stuff going on right now. Farming Simulator Kids. FS Kids, it's going to be coming out in a few days. Brand new game from Giant Software and John Deere.
I feel like they just made it for you. You feel like a Farm Sim kid to me.
They did fly me over to play it, so it was a lot of fun. Had a good time. I really enjoyed it. It's different from anything else. If you think it's a Farming Simulator replacement for the mobile, you're absolutely wrong. This is completely different, totally independent of its very own. This is like the first version of this thing.
And yeah, like it's bringing a whole new generation into Farming Simulator. Like obviously it isn't necessarily as complicated or the same idea as what Farming Simulator 22 is right now, but it's something that you can engage with on your iOS device, on Android, and on Nintendo, right?
Yep.
And yeah, your youngsters can get involved with it. Maybe you can help out. Maybe mom and dad will enjoy it as well. I don't know. You have to give it a shot.
Yep. Again, completely different than any other farming simulator game that you've ever played before. It's a lot more interactive with taking things here, moving them. You got a little character you can customize. But there's other things like a small amount of production chains and planting, sowing, and harvesting, things like that. It's neat. It's different.
Yep.
I really like it. But if you're saying I'm not playing it because it's completely different. Well, I see the comments. I know. I'm not blind. And that's okay, but it's completely different than anything else that we've seen like it.
I am definitely interested in getting my youngsters in on it. So I think they've kind of marketed it at me in a lot of ways. I was hoping you would have done the theme song for it, to be honest.
I did send in a theme song. It was rejected, unfortunately.
Ooh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can work on the next one. Farm Sim Kids 2. DjGoHam's going to be doing the theme song for it. But no, seriously, March 26th, I believe, is launch date.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, and iOS, like I said, Android, and as well, of course, Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
How much is it? It's pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, it's only a couple bucks on at least mobile devices. I'm not sure about the Nintendo Switch, but we'll find out.
Yeah, and so go check it out if you guys have youngsters, or if you're just addicted to farm sim and you want to do some more farm simming by any means. Check it out. You can. It's a couple bucks. Who cares? Go give it a shot. It's a lot of fun.
Farm Sim Kids, get it now.
Get it now.
Get it.
Yeah, get it Tuesday. Moving along.
Case mods.
We want to talk about modding, because I know it's been a little bit slow in the modding community.
So slow.
I mean, we could talk on reasons why it's been so slow, but let's talk about the positives when it comes to mods right now. Like, what's coming in the near future?
So, at least as far as red mods,
yep.
There's a couple different modders working on case mods right now. You've got Connect modding and Custom modding.
Okay.
Big C.
A lot of C modders.
Custom modding is probably the one most everybody's familiar with. They're making the Steiger 715 quad track.
Steiger King?
Steiger King!
Let's go.
That's going to be coming out, I think it's March 29th, Friday.
Okay.
Next Friday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Dropping on
all platforms, right?
Mod Hub for all platforms.
Okay.
Not only that, the exact same day, Connect modding are also dropping their Magnum 260, I think, 230. It's a smaller engine, and it's the sugarcane setup.
Oh, interesting.
Wider. Sounds like it's a very similar in other parts of the world too. Then you've got the Puma, the 185, and I think a 2 something. That's going to be coming out as well. That's another mod. These are all separate mods.
Yeah.
There is a 2 different planters, which are really nice. Case planters.
Case planter, like the early rise or older?
There's an early riser and a fast riser, I believe.
All right, there you go.
And there's a map coming out with a beautiful case dealership. I've already done a video on that.
Is that by Serious Modding as well?
Connect Modding.
Or Connect Modding, sorry.
Yep. Because Serious is working on some other stuff too. Don't worry about that. You're good.
I thought we talked about that before.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, a lot of case mods coming in the very near future then.
And there's another one too, but I can't talk about that yet.
Can you tell me afterwards?
All right, yeah. I'll tell it afterwards. Not you guys though.
See, he doesn't love you guys. I keep on telling you that.
Sorry. So a lot of cool stuff happening with mods that we know about. Of course, there's a lot of mods that we don't know anything about. The testing list has been longer than we've seen it in months, maybe even years. There's 160 some mods on the list.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, when it first launched, we were at 200 and some, but 106. So, do we want to start talking about why maybe these haven't been getting tested? Like, what's going on?
Well, obviously there's been some stuff going on with the QA. Okay. We've talked about this. I've reached out to Giant Software themselves and be like, hey, so what's going on? What's going on? Something's different, something's weird. I don't like it, what's going on?
I did see that, were you not like sneaking up on Kermit to take a look at the testing list earlier? I don't know.
Yeah, it sucked. It's done the same way it was done 2 years ago.
It hasn't changed at all.
It's boring. No, I don't even know if I posted that yet.
Control C, Control V, right?
Control C, Control V, Control Ayo. It's the same.
That's not a thing.
No.
That's not a thing.
Control A, Y, ooh.
This is what I have to put up with, guys.
I don't even know what that would do. Don't hit those buttons. Alt F4, do it now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So, a lot of cool stuff happening with mods. A lot more that we don't know about, and a lot of things that people are missing. I miss being able to do mods every day. I miss being able to play with new stuff every day. I miss having new maps every week to play on. Yeah. But then again, a lot of people say, you've got enough, deal with it, and I do admit that I'm maybe part of a problem there. So,
well, you're definitely part of a problem. I 100% agree, but I do understand when the community is so used to getting mods 5 times a week right now, and checking that Mod Hub site and saying, oh, let's see what's new, and the same thing shows up for the last 2 weeks straight, it does get a little bit, I would say not irritating, but it makes you, a little bit frustrating for sure. You have to start questioning what's going on behind the scenes, right? Because we don't really know much right now.
It'd be nice to know.
It would be really nice to know.
Tell me.
I mean, there's got to be something. Let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
So we're obviously doing farms. We're at PAX.
We're at PAX.
At the Giants booth.
Yeah, the couch is weird because like over here, is where we would normally be facing.
Yeah.
You guys see everybody back there, which is not the booth, and everybody's back there just kind of staring at us like we're, yeah. Everybody's just kind of staring at us like, oh, what's going on right now?
We've been harassing everybody from Giants about, well, number one, what's going on with DLC for Farm Sim 22? Are we going to see anything else?
Yep. So maybe we should talk to somebody who might know something about that. You want to do that?
We could definitely do that.
Should we do that right now?
I mean, do we want it? And then we could talk about Farm Sim 25 and what everything you know is there too.
Why don't we
or do you want to hold off?
Let's hold that off, but let's talk about that DLC real quick.
Okay.
That we know nothing about.
Okay.
Hey, Kermit.
What's up, guys?
So, who are you?
Kermito 9000 or something like that. What do you call me?
That's good. Yeah, Kerminator 9000.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know who I am. Kermit Ball, Giant Software, Community Coordinator.
So, we want to know what's going on with the unknown SteamDB app that we know is a DLC, but we don't actually know that. What's going on with that? What do you know? What are you not telling us?
I know it is an unknown SteamDB posting, and it's unknown.
So you're not going to tell us anything?
I know that it's unknown. And I know that SteamDB is an unofficial website.
All right, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. We're going to be having you come back here in a little while to talk about Farming Simulator 25, which we know is not been announced, nor do we even know it's going to be Farm Sim 25. Could be 24 for all we know. Or maybe it's called Farming Simulator Adults. Who knows?
I did hear that the DLC that's coming on Steam that Kermit's not talking about was Space Cows for Farm Sim.
Oh yeah, they released the map for that already. Did you see that?
So, am I just going to be abused the whole time?
Oh yes, 100% you're going to be abused.
I thought we were clear early on when I said we were going to bully you.
I feel attacked.
You definitely should feel attacked. This is what it's been like for the last 3 days with us. So, I mean, you don't invite us to one of these things to come hang out with you and not get this treatment, though.
You're right.
I mean, this is your own fault.
All right, well, Kermit's here. We're going to have him come back here in a little while, but we've got a couple more people that we want to talk to in the meantime.
Thanks, Kerm. All right, guys, we've got a special treat of sorts. We have the one, the only... I'm
a special treat.
You're a special treat. I mean, I've been told. I don't know if I want to go any further into that, but Farmer Cobb's here. Farmer Cobb, what's going on, man?
I'm here on this couch. It's very loud in this place. There's things happening, and I hear Kermit's going to release some information about Farm Sim 25 later.
Well, that's what we're all counting on, right?
Yeah, he said he wasn't, but I mean, come on. Where else would be the best place to announce something that nobody knows anything about than right here, right now, in a pre-recorded
on
session?
the #1 podcast in Farming Simulator.
#1.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't mean to brag, but mine is number 4.
Tell us about that.
My podcast?
No, what it feels to not be #1.
Well, considering in the order on this couch is #1. Nope, sorry, #1, #2, #3. I already know what it's like. I already know I'm a failure.
No further questions.
The defense rests.
Yes.
I do have a question for you, Farmer Cobb.
Okay.
What if Farm Sim 25 were to be announced in like the next 5 minutes here? What would be your #1 feature you'd want to see in it?
I would like to see. I would like to see a new standard brand. I would like to see Salamander come to the game finally.
Salamander.
Yeah, we have Lizard obviously, but we need Salamander.
So would you have Lizard plus Salamander? Like it'd be a combo brand?
Yeah.
Okay. What would Salamander have in it for, like, would it be like higher end equipment, lower end equipment? What would it be?
I'd be higher end for sure. So the way I look at it is they're going to add 2 new brands, is my guess. They're going to add Turtle and Salamander. It'll go Turtle, Lizard, Salamander in terms of quality.
DJ, got anything to add on to that?
That's pretty dumb.
Thank you. In all seriousness, though, I have no idea what's going to be new, and I don't even try to guess. I would like to see something like GPS or something standard like that can come to all platforms, and I would like to see more like construction projects like the roller coaster and things like that. I'm not sure how that'll get worked in or if it will, but and of course I'd like to see more crops and more animals. I think those are just kind of the standard things, but I don't really have anything crazy big I think is going to come that
Good answer.
is
Good
realistic.
answer. I like that.
I'm going to let you hold this.
I was wondering why you weren't.
Because you don't know when to point it over at me, and it looks like I'm getting way too close to you.
We could just put it here and look at each other.
Well, perfect.
Like this.
Clutch,
Yeah.
what's the next question?
I'd like to know why you guys only got one room.
It's unrelated.
That's
Look into each other's eyes.
I had to get a new room. Evidently, there was a club below my room the first night, so I had to get another one. They were like, "Oh, let's put him beside the elevators. He won't mind the."
Wait, how was that? Go again.
It's a new elevator.
So good with the sound effects.
Which is crazy. You'd think a DJ would be okay with club music. You would think.
You would think. They probably saw his name and were like, well, I mean, his name is DjGoHam. Let's put him right above the bar.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty reasonable, DJ.
It's unreasonable. You don't hear. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
What are some things that you've seen here at PAX that you think are super duper cool? And what are you ready for the next game that's not silly?
That's not silly.
Yeah.
Well, I gave my non-silly answer.
You did
already.
give those already.
Yeah.
You did.
So I don't know if you're listening, but
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to say it again.
Okay.
But anyhow, there is one thing at PAX that I tried yesterday. I'm trying to keep my composure here. This is difficult for me. So as you guys know, I'm a police officer in real life. That's my job. There's a police simulator right across the way from us. And first off, they gave me a little pin that's a donut. I don't have it on me, but it's amazing.
And you tried to eat it, didn't you?
I did try to eat it. It didn't taste good. It was metal, so I spit it out. But at least I'm sick now from it. But no, so there's this police simulator, which people on my other channel, GamerCop, have been asking me to play on there. And so I think I'm finally going to play it. I talked to the developers a little bit, and they said they'll send me a key over so I can do it.
There's going to be a whole lot of stop resistings going on over on that channel.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm just going to have to make it a button.
I think you will.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun game. I drove a police car. I crashed a police car. I tried to pit a car, and then they thought it was my fault. The game did. They thought I caused it. I was like, well, it's not my fault. They ran from the police, so it's kind of on them.
Probably right.
But yeah, and then I tased this lady. So that was all I did in the game.
She knows what she did.
Yeah, she was standing outside the police department at night, so I figured she was up to no good.
That was like a jaywalking and taser maybe, or something along those lines would be good too.
Yeah, just like real life. I mean, what?
What?
Hello, everyone.
Big shout out to Farmer Cop for hanging out with us. We're going to
Appreciate
be seeing Farmer Cop again very, very soon, because we're going to be heading back to Europe together.
Yes.
FarmCon!
I'm very excited. Thank you for having me on, Clutch and DJ.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I was happy to be on the #1 Farming Center podcast and to be the third largest channell that's on this couch right now.
It's quite an honor, I bet.
It is quite, honestly, it is.
Yeah.
I wish that my podcast was sponsored by your podcast.
We could arrange that.
Well, our podcast is sponsored by your coffee.
That is true. That is true. That is, yep, that is a thing.
First responder coffees.com.
Yep, coffees.com. New products coming soon, actually.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Possibly an espresso review.
Oh, boy.
Maybe?
I lost a bet, so we'll find out.
How many channels is DJ going to revive to make this happen?
2.
Reviving 2 channels to make this happen. I did ask him if he would put it on a channel that actually got views.
One
And he
of
said
the Lego
no.
channel, believe it or not. Yeah.
DjGoHam Legos.
Well, it's built by DJ.
Builds by DJ.
Yeah, it's way older than you would expect it to be.
And then there's also GoHam Gear. Make sure you like and subscribe to that. There's also GoHam Mobile Gaming. Make sure you like and subscribe to that. There's also
Game Room.
There's also Game Room. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to that.
There is just regular DjGoHam. That's also.
There's also DjGoHam. Unsubscribe to that. Subscribe to the other channels. You can only have so many subscriptions, as you know.
There should also be a rule on how many channels you can kill in a year.
Yep. You're a channel mass murderer.
I feel like it was like a record skipping there when you were going through the channels. That's just really what it felt like for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
And if you'd like to see a complete list of those channels, please watch my studio tour of DjGoHam's studio. I list them all in that.
You're gonna do it again. Wait, you're gonna be spending the next week with me, and I have to mow the yard again.
Yes, and when he's mowing the yard, as you know, I will look around DJ's house with a camera, as I did before.
And just so we're clear, I did not give him permission to do that last year. He really did that on his own, and then came back in while he was editing. He's like, "Hey, check this out! I did a studio tour." I'm like, "You what?"
It was great, yeah. And so I just got bored and I was unsupervised. Was kind of the main problem that happened.
So we've all learned: do not leave you unsupervised, which I will do multiple times next week.
It took you a long time to learn something that all of my supervisors already know.
It takes me a long time to learn a lot of things people already know.
Farmer Cop, you're not helping with the cat syndrome right now with DJ. Someone get the laser pointer.
I forget we have to put more people on the couch.
Yes, yes. All right. I'm going to leave now.
All right.
This is Farmer Cop.
Signing off. Finally got Farmer Cop off the couch after a serious struggle. We're sitting here with Farmer Klein. We have somebody else to harass now and find out what their opinions are of what's coming up next. Farmer Klein, question for you.
Yeah?
On the supposed next farm sim game that we may or may not be hearing about in the next few little minutes here, what would be a feature that you would most want to see?
I would love to see actually buildable buildings.
Buildable?
You know, like we can build the roller coaster.
Okay.
We can build pianos. We can build boats.
Okay.
Right? I want to be able to build my farm buildings, and then when I use the farm buildings, right? So instead of starting out with a farmhouse that's like a tent, I want to be able to put down a foundation and build a log cabin. That can be my farmhouse.
What do you think the odds of something like that coming to the next game are?
Probably 0.
Yeah.
Because it's ingenious and a great idea.
I think it's, you're probably not wrong. I think it's an interesting idea though. I like the idea.
That's a bird.
Wait a minute.
That's a bird.
Well,
It's a good bird. Sorry to yell at you.
if I keep my expectations low, then it's always going to be exceeding my expectations. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. All right. So last year you brought your son,
Yes.
and he was all over the place. We got to interview him.
He's busy right now.
He's busy. Where's he at?
He's over playing D&D.
He's overplayed D&D.
He's a D&D fiend.
He has been all over the place. Super awesome to be able to get to see him again. It's been a lot of fun. So you are excited to, or want to see some buildable buildings for the next game.
For whatever comes next.
For whatever comes next.
Yeah.
Let's say whatever comes next is a DLC for 22.
Yeah.
What is something that you would like to see there?
Buildable buildings.
I mean, it's
I don't-
possible.
I don't know why I didn't expect to hear that.
Building pack. I would love to see llamas.
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 I want spinning llamas.
Spitting llama. They have those in Minecraft.
I want something else for wool.
Okay.
Yeah. Goats for milk.
Is there any brands?
I mean, we already have goats, but I like,
Got any brands that are missing that you'd want to see?
I'm brand agnostic.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm just wondering. I always go through that in
Yeah.
my head. I'm like, is there any brands that are currently missing in the current game? And there's not a lot, really, right? You've got
I'd like
Gleaner,
to
of
see-
course, Challenger, maybe, or Ford. Yeah, I can hear the truck mods being yelled out right now.
Yeah. It's more like U.S. configurations for everything we already have. Right? We don't like those European placards. We want the U.S. variants of all
Wow.
that stuff.
Once again, we're only half the community, so that's what it is. But I
Yeah.
agree with you. I
Yeah.
understand that for sure.
All right.
Cheers. All right. Thanks, Farmer K. Appreciate you, buddy.
That's it.
You the man. You guys hear us talking about G-Portal a lot about G-Portal. Now we've had Dave from G-Portal, but it may not be obvious to some, especially our audio viewers, but we do not have Dave today. We have Ashley and Kayla from G-Portal. Say what I did?
What up?
Yeah. So I'm curious because everybody, like our viewers, they know G-Portal is like server hosting, the best place to put your game where you and your friends can go play together, where it's not going to stink. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that a lot of people don't know about server hosting. What is something that a lot of people wouldn't know about G-Portal or the way things are handled or work?
A lot of people look at server hosting companies and they see us as these giant corporations, business people in our business suits. But the reality is most of the people who work for your server hosts are just as much of a gaming nerd as you are. I'm on Farming Simulator, I'm playing Minecraft all the time, and that's how most of us got into this.
That is very cool.
It's also a big reason as to why we like it so much.
Yeah.
We're all just a bunch of nerds.
Yes.
So how fun is it working with Farming Simulator? Because G-Portal hosts quite a few games, stuff like that. Is there anything different when it comes to hosting for Farming Simulator, or things that you have to take into account versus maybe a regular game? I don't want to call Minecraft a regular game, but...
You can just say that our community is better. That's fine with us, too.
Our community's way better, but we already know that that doesn't need to be said. What's something that should be said about Farming Simulator and hosting?
Let's see. Well, Farming Sim in itself, it's not really a super difficult game to host, but I can say that out of everything, it has one of the best communities that we have ever seen. Yeah. Not only in our partners, but just in the normal community for Farming Sim. It is unmatched for most other game communities that we host. So, yeah. And for, you know, for it to be like about tractors and all that stuff, it's actually pretty fun.
I feel like DJ's taking all the credit on that one, though. It seemed like you were the one that was like, oh yeah, but it's because of me. The community is me.
No.
You can do it, it's okay.
But, I mean, all of the streamers in the Farming Simulator community are a lot closer than a lot of other games that we host, and the community is a lot more tight-knit than you typically see.
It's and things like that are very evident at shows like this, when we've got a bunch of creators here, modders, people that are on Twitch, YouTube, just everybody's just a little bit different from what they do, the way that their play style is, or what they make videos or content about. Everybody's a little bit different, but for things like this or FarmCon.
It's funny that these shows, like this couch that we're sitting on right now, it's never been a dull moment on it. Like, it's always people from the community coming out and hanging on the couch, seeing what's going on. Let's just hang out and chill out here for a couple hours during a massive event like this.
Don't tell them everything.
Oh.
You can't give away all the secrets, okay?
Otherwise, why would they want to come?
Yeah, this is exclusive.
This couch is the secret.
Yes.
Yes, so if you want to find out what the secret of the couch is, we'll see you at PAX West in Seattle.
September.
In September. I got a nod from someone who's not under NDA. I don't know, there's a light in front of his face I can't see. Anyway, so big shout out to Ashley and Caleb from G-Portal for coming to hang out with us. They've been hanging out at the booth for like the past 2 days. And if anyone from G-Portal is watching and listening, these guys are awesome. And thank you for sending them. It's been so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure if I wanted his feet or his head, but I think I've lost no matter what.
Well, I told you we could fit more people on the couch. And we did. You thought, and if you thought this was too many 5, we actually have 6 more people lined up to hop on. No, I'm just kidding.
So we got another YouTuber, Twitch streamer, DjGoHam, hanging out with us. DjGoHam, what are your channel names? Where can people find you right now?
All right, on Twitch you can find me at DjGoHam, J-A-B-A-B-B-O.
Okay.
And on YouTube it's J-A-B-A-B-B-O.
Perfect. And on both those channels you do like farm sim stuff as well. Like, you're doing YouTube videos and live streams now, I understand, right?
That is correct. I'm doing live streams both on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm making long form content on YouTube.
All right, cool. So how long have you been doing the content for recently now? Is it just like something new? Has this been something you've been doing for a couple of years? What's the story?
All right, so on Twitch I've been doing streaming for almost 5 years now.
Okay.
On YouTube I've started, honestly, really about 6 months ago.
Cool. So obviously farm sim is a bit of a passion for you as far as the gaming world goes. You're big into that now. Looking forward, going forward into the world of farm sim, we've been asking everybody this. Is there any features you really want to see in the next farm sim game?
Oh, good Lord, yes. How much time do we have? Let's be honest about it, all right? Before all of the Twitch people yell old stuff, even though I'm known for old stuff, I'm a viceroy of vintage. Bottom line is this. I want to see crop diseases, where it basically works as the same way as weeds. So there's a time section where it pops onto the map and you're like, hey, we got to spray.
Yep.
If you don't spray, you risk it for the biscuit and maybe it spreads, maybe it doesn't, right? Maybe it infests and you lose 50% of your crop. Maybe you only lose 5%. It's, you know, if you want to, you can. I want to see that. I also want to see this, the animal husbandry overhauled. Because let's be honest, chickens eat more than one kind of food, and I don't care what the people in Switzerland say, Those guys make a mess, and we should have to clean up behind them.
I don't know. I like not having to clean up stuff sometimes, I have to say.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't know a chicken that doesn't drink water.
I know 3.
You know 3?
Yeah.
Hey, I get it.
Lunch and dinner?
Well, I was gonna say Bill, Jeremy, and Taylor, but don't worry about it.
I like the idea, like the risk reward thing. I 100% agree with you. That's cool. That's a great idea.
So that's one of the things. There's other things I'd like to see, obviously, other than a new crop, other than a new animal. We're going to get those things regardless. It's, you know, hey, speculate what you want, because it happens with every new feature. But what I'd like to see is more game mechanics and the ability to switch things on and off as far as realism, where when you do easy, medium, and hard, that it's not just a money situation, but it's also a yield potential. Where if you do, it becomes at easy, it's easier to get 150%, but at hard, it's almost impossible to get 150%. Maybe you can only get to 115 if you do everything perfect.
Makes sense to me. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Anything else? You've been at PAX now for 2 full days. Is there anything else out here that you've seen that's kind of caught your eye? Anything that you thought was cool?
Well, the fact that Construction Simulator is right across the street from us is kind of cool. I've seen a lot of cool booths. The one thing I really liked was the wooden chairs, desks.
Yeah.
With the streaming setup, it's like a beach chair setup, and it's made out of like simplistic rustic wood, but it's completely adjustable. And actually, I sat in there and they asked me my opinion as a streamer, what do we need to add to it? And I'm like, well, first of all, there's no room to put pedals. Steering wheel, we need to raise this up because there's a nut underneath it and it's crush your legs, but it is super cool. There's so much to say that as far as other games that are really cool, it just boils on your interest.
You're not wrong. The peripheral market around here, like on desks and stuff, is pretty cool to see and walk around and get an eye for. There's a lot of new tech out there as well that has been worthwhile checking out. That's cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jab.
There's one more thing, and you wouldn't let me get away from it here. We tried to get up, we tried to move everything and turn the lights off, but Bubba said, no! I want to tell you about this. He's going to do a humble brag, and then he's going to talk some smack, so I'm just going to let him do that.
All right, so I am the defending putt-putt champion from last year. We are going out tonight to the putt shack, and we went bowling last night. I already know they got their excuses of I threw my arm out, my back hurts, I tripped over the stool. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna win again, and all I gotta say is get over it.
Loser.
Is it like best putt-putt champion in Farm Sim? Is that what we're saying right now? I feel like that almost is a tagline.
I mean, you got best driver, best backwards driver. Yours encompasses forwards and backwards, I get it. But I'm better at backwards driving than you are, but you're better at forwards driving than I am. And most people drive forwards more than anything, which is why I'm the best backwards driver, you're the best driver, so you're the best putt putter.
I am the best putt putter. I mean, hey, it's a skill set. Not everybody has it. I worked hard to get where I'm at, and you know what? I'm not afraid to play dirty either. So, you know, let's bring it on.
We're going to take showers beforehand, so there's not going to be no dirty play in there. Terrible joke.
Thanks, Job. We'll see you on the course.
Peace.
Mr. Terminator 9000 is back on the scene, and I told you that we would be bugging you again, and we have brought you in here for the last segment of the show. The show's almost over.
Really?
It's almost
It always
over.
goes so fast.
Yep. Moving on. So I want to ask you, tell everybody about Farm Sim 25. Yeah, tell them about the thing that nobody knows anything about, that you haven't even said anything about, or confirmed the name, or literally anything that's not speculative. Tell us all the truth.
Go ahead, Coach.
I thought it was going to be like breaking news. Huge worldwide announcement. Kermit announces Farm Sim.
What was it?
I will say Farm Sim. Yes, we're here for Farm Sim.
So if I were to say, tell me about Farming Simulator 25, you would say something about next year being
Next
25.
year is 2025. You're right. This year's 2024. Next year's 2025. Not sure if you're aware of how like years work, and then the next year will be 2026 after that. Last year was 2023 as well.
And if
is
you
that
were to-
what you're looking for?
And if you were to put Farming Simulator into one of those numbers, which one? would
Well,
be a good one?
never put 20 in front of the number. Okay. It's not Farming Simulator 2022. It's Farming Simulator 22. No, Farming Simulator 22, Farming Simulator 23, but the years are Farming Simulator, 22 came out in 2021, right, Clutch?
I am so confused. I don't have enough fingers on my toes and hands to count this high anymore.
Wait, you don't have enough fingers on your toes and hands?
That is unfortunately, that is a true statement. And with that, we've learned nothing. Thanks, Kermit.
Thanks, Kermit. Thanks for all the information.
You're welcome for nothing. Call me Kerminator, Crusher of Dreams.
So I think that's going to do it for the Farm Sim Show today at PAX East 2024. Quite a, crazy show. It's second year in a row.
Yeah. And then third PAX.
Oh yeah, you did. Maybe we'll have to do maybe PAX West this year too. I don't know. We'll see.
The funny thing is, PAX West is closer to him than this one is, and you've been to this one twice.
I flew like 2,000 miles for this.
Welcome. Good to have you.
It's fun, to be honest.
There's a lot more shows going on this year. There's a lot of different places the Giant Software and Farming Simulator is going to be this year as well. So make sure you guys check out the website, check out the blog, stay tuned to my channel because Farm Sim News will tell you everything you need to know about things going on in the world of Farming Simulator that you need to know about.
That sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah.
As far as FarmCon is this summer as well, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll find something out before then. I don't know. We'll find out and wait for that, but that should be interesting.
July-
DJ's going to be there. I don't think I will be.
July 6th and July 7th in Machoberdorf, Germany.
There we go.
I don't know how to say it.
You're asking the wrong person. But you've got Farm Sim Kids starting a couple days from now. Guys, check that out for sure. And I think that is...
Extra mods releasing.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's good things still happening. You know what? We're 2.5, 3 years in now.
Yep, the game's not dead yet, but it's a little bit slower than it used to be.
Well, we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Huge shout out to, once again, G-Portal for sponsoring the Farm Sim Show. Thanks to the girls for coming and hanging out with us and giving us their opinion on, the Farming Sim community and how G-Portal interacts with us here at Farming Simulator. It's been fun having them around as well. So cheers to them. Anyways, folks, we'll see you guys in the next Farm Sim Show next week.
Next week, Farmer Cop's going to be at the house, so maybe we'll have him on the show again.
It'll be like we're here, only not.
Yeah, we'll be there. Ha-ha.
Perfect.
Got him.
Wrap her up.
All right. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.
Peace. See you, folks.